Так, все, є трансляція.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I hope you remember me from our yesterday's lecture. I'm Julia, a teacher of English from Englishdom. And today we are going to continue our learning. We'll try to get some new knowledge about marketing and different interesting things in marketing. Well, and I hope that I won't be alone today. Yeah, I hope, dear participants, that some of you will be with me today, like you were yesterday. And yesterday you worked really cool. I enjoyed it. Well, let's get started. So I'll show you my presentation. And our third lecture is called Marketing Tools. Well, what are we going to do today? At first, we'll have some warm-up, then we'll work with new vocabulary. In the section Get to Know, we are going to discuss some popular marketing tools. Also, we'll talk what omnichannel marketing is. As for grammar, it will be past, sorry, not past, it will be passive simple, yeah, present simple passive. As for past, it will be later. And then we'll play one game, and I'll share some useful links with you. Okay. And we start with such an interesting quote. We see that the author of this quote is Tom Fishburne. Let's read it together. The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing. Quite a philosophical thought, maybe, yeah? If you have any ideas what it means, if you want to share your ideas, so you are welcome. You can write in our chat. I remind you that we have our communication through the chat, okay? Hello, guys. Hello, Olga, Elizaveta, Katerina. Well, and maybe you can try to explain how we should understand this quote. Marketing doesn't feel like marketing, then like what it feels. Тобто, що найкращий маркетинг не схожий на маркетинг, так? Тобто, що мається на увазі? What does the author of these words mean? Alexander, thank you. Alexander gave his answer. Marketing should be as invisible as possible and shouldn't annoy the customer. Yes, of course. So, you know, it's really annoying, for example, when you go to some shops and shop assistants start asking you, oh, what do you want? How can we help you? We got new goods. Maybe you like something. You don't like this? Okay, have a look at this, and so on. So really, this is too annoying, and some clients just run away from such people. Yes, that's very really marketing should have some ways how to get your customer interested and how to do this process of marketing in that way that the client wouldn't run away. Yeah, Olga writes, I guess it means that you are not overwhelmed with all of these ads and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Also, I agree completely. That marketing should be careful about that. And when something is too much, is not good. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I remind you that if somebody has more ideas, you write, please, in chat, and we'll go on. Well, let's have a look. What do you think about the following facts? These facts are about marketing tools. Let's read them. Marketing tools can help increase revenue by 10% and decrease marketing overhead by 15%. And the second one, social media is the most popular marketing tool, with 90.4% of businesses using social media for marketing purposes. Yeah. So, any ideas? I'd like to get your comments, guys. What you think about these facts? Maybe you disagree. Maybe these facts are new for you. Maybe not new. So just give me some feedback, please. Well, while you are thinking, I offer you to carry on, okay? And I still hope to get your answers. So while we are working with the new vocabulary, please write your answers. Yeah, Olga writes. Thank you, Olga. You are a very active participant. I appreciate this. Olga writes, I don't actually agree with the second one because social media may be not effective for some businesses. Yeah, probably. Okay. A good point. Thank you. Okay. Katerina writes, social media is a perfect tool for both paid and organic marketing. It's cheap and universal. You can reach your target audience and build brand preference online. Oh, it sounds that Katerina really understands this sphere. Yeah. Marina writes, I think second fact, it's very logical because people spend a lot of time in the social media. Oh yeah, that's true. That people really spend a huge amount of time there. Well, thank you guys. Yes, it was really interesting to read what you think about it. Alexander writes, SMM is successful since it uses the desire of people to communicate. Of course, that is the driver for SMM, relying heavily on human nature. Yeah, we even have some psychology here, right? Very interesting. Marina, okay. She just gave some additions. Thank you. Olga, by the way, I said this because I was working in the real estate and it wasn't that effective as email marketing. Thank you, Olga. Olga shared her working experience. Good. We already have a conversation there. Okay, well, guys, if you have any additions, I will be glad to read them out loud. And now let's continue working with our vocabulary. Yeah. So the first word, marketers, I'm sure know this word, key performance indicator, KPI. Mainly all people say KPI, yeah, well, maybe some of you haven't heard the full version, so I hope it will be useful for you. And let's do like we did last time. While I'm reading the definitions, you are trying to think about the proper translation of these expressions and write in our chat, please. Okay? Well, what is KPI? KPI is quantifiable metrics used to evaluate the success of marketing efforts and overall business performance. Yes, Ольга, thank you. Ключові показники ефективності, діяльності. Yeah. Of course. Ключовий показник ефективності. Yeah. Next one, customer acquisition. The process of attracting and converting new customers to purchase a product or service. Please write your ideas, how we can translate customer acquisition. Yeah, Alexander, yes, Ольга, I agree. Залучення клієнтів, залучення споживачів. Of course. Acquire – це набувати, залучати, так, придбати щось. Acquisition – залучення, якби придбання, набуття. Окей. Next one, A/B testing. A/B testing, comparing two versions of a web page, advertisement, or email to determine which performs better in terms of conversion or engagement. A/B testing. Actually, it shouldn't be very hard to translate. Yes, yes. Thank you, Olga. You are right. А/Б тестування. Well, let's pay attention to the examples. KPI helps businesses assess their progress. Our marketing team implemented a targeted campaign that resulted in a significant increase in customer acquisition. And the last one, to optimize the effectiveness of our website, we conducted A/B testing. Yeah, A/B testing really helps to organize the proper work with websites, and a lot of people like it. Okay, let's carry on. Lead generation. Please write what it is. Lead generation is the process of identifying and attracting potential customers or leads who have shown interest in a product or service. Next one. Key opinion leader is an influential individual in a specific industry or niche who has the power to shape opinions and influence purchasing decisions. Key opinion leader. We got first answers about this set of words. Ольга writes about lead generation. Генерування лідів, так. Марина пише lead gen. Олександр writes генерація лідів, лідогенерація на сленгу маркетологів. Так, так. Yeah, well done. Thank you, guys. Let's carry on. Return on investment. The measure of the profitability of an investment, typically expressed as a percentage or ratio. So, guys, please write your translations, your variants of key opinion leader and return on investment. Thank you, Olga. Olga writes about key opinion leader. Ключовий лідер думок, щось типу того. Катерина writes рентабельність інвестицій. Це вже про останнє. Return on investment, yes, sure, of course. Або Хелен пише, окупність інвестицій у рекламу. Так, ну, тобто return on investment – це у нас рентабельність інвестицій, так, повернення інвестицій, якби, так, є opinion leader, ключовий лідер думок, і lead generation – генерація лідерів. Так, добре, всі ми, врешті-решт, дійшли з загального спільного висновку. Є? Так, Ольга writes, прибуток від інвестицій. Yeah, let's carry on. And let's read these examples. We achieved successful lead generation by capturing valuable contact information from interested prospects. We collaborated with a renowned key opinion leader in the beauty industry to endorse our new skincare product. By analyzing the financial outcomes of our marketing campaigns, we were able to calculate a positive return on investment. Yeah. Well, let's go on. Search engine results page. Please write what it is. Is the page displayed by a search engine in response to a user's query, showing relevant web pages and information. Okay, while you are thinking, I'll go to automation. Automation, to use technology and software to automate repetitive marketing tasks and processes. It involves using various tools and platforms to streamline and optimize marketing activities, allowing marketers to save time, improve efficiency, and deliver more personalized and targeted campaigns. Yeah. And we have first answers. Olga writes automation, автоматизация, of course. And as for search engine results page, yeah, Ольга writes результати пошуку. Так, Олександр writes сторінка з результатами пошуку. Окей. And Marina and Daria gave their answers. Of course, Дар'я writes, оптимізація результатів сайтів в пошукових системах. Okay. So, let's agree that automation, of course, is автоматизація and search engine results page. Сторінка з результатами пошукової системи, сторінка результатів пошуку. Yeah. Okay, good job, guys. Well, the examples. We noticed a significant improvement in our organic traffic as our web pages started appearing on the first page of the search engine results page. Automation has revolutionized the manufacturing industry by streamlining production processes and increasing efficiency. Okay. And the work with vocabulary is over. Thank you very much for participation. But of course, don't leave me, please. We are going to continue our work, and here we see popular marketing tools. Maybe you know some of them. Social media management, email marketing, marketing automation, customer relationship management, CRM, search engine optimization. Well, if you know something about these tools, please write in chat. Olga writes, that CRM is also a great tool. Yeah. Okay. Maybe somebody else wants to write something and wants to tell their opinion. Marta writes content marketing. Yes, thank you. Olga writes copywriting. Daria writes influence marketing. Marina writes PPC is also a good tool. Marta writes target. Alexander. Oh, Alexander gave such a long answer. Cool. I use CRM software to collect and store record of clients and the results of communication with them. Thank you, Alexander, that you shared your experience. Okay, let's carry on. And if you give more answers, of course, I'll read them. Well, and here we have some information about omnichannel marketing. We mentioned omnichannel marketing yesterday, yeah? So, what is it? Enhanced customer experience, improved customer engagement, increased customer loyalty, more accurate customer data. Maybe you want to add something. While you're thinking about omnichannel marketing, we got more answers about popular marketing tools, and Daria writes that POS, point of sales, is also a good tool, and Helen writes video marketing. Of course, you are so knowledgeable. Olga writes, I've also used HubSpot as CRM and as an email service provider. An email service provider. Yeah, thank you. Well, I think we have discussed popular marketing tools enough. Let's now talk more about omnichannel marketing, about this specific thing. Yeah. So maybe you want to add something to these points. Maybe you can provide some examples. While you are thinking, let's watch one video about omnichannel marketing, okay? And maybe it will help you to get more ideas. Well, Here it is. Right? Let's watch. It is called, as you see, what is omnichannel marketing?
In today's digital-first world, companies need to provide seamless customer experiences in order to survive. For marketers, this means fully embracing omnichannel as part of their current vision. 71% of customers are already using multiple channels to start and complete their transactions. And they expect a cohesive customer journey across both channels and devices. Each moment is critical to building trusted relationships and requires marketers to truly understand each customer, engage with intelligence, and optimize the impact of every campaign. But great omnichannel marketing doesn't just happen overnight, so we've broken it down into 3 key steps to help get you there. Step 1, onboard your customers. We all know how important first impressions are. They set the tone for a relationship. Greet someone inappropriately, and they're likely to be less interested in getting to know you. But welcome them with open arms, a friendly smile, and genuine interest, and you're likely off to a great start. For marketers, things are no different. We're in the relationship game, so treating customers like you treat new acquaintances is imperative. When a customer first comes to your business, the onboarding process is your first impression. So what do you need to be thinking about? Well, first and foremost, it's the greeting. A warm welcome makes individuals feel comfortable. Marketers should focus on this for every customer they engage with. Fortunately, they've come to you, so you already know their name and some other basic details. Use what you know to personalize that first encounter, such as a welcome email. Then use that as a launchpad for getting to know them better. As time goes on, to learn more about your customer. This is comparable to asking new acquaintances questions. And as you learn more, you can then tailor the engagements so that they resonate more deeply with each individual. Step 2, activate your first-party data. Okay, so you've passed the acquaintance phase. Your new friends, your customers, have been embraced with open arms, and they've been interacting with your business for a few months now. With any relationship, as you move through different phases, you learn more about the other person, which enables you to bring more value to the friendship. For marketers, it's no different. Every customer engagement provides us with insights we can then use to enhance future interactions. This could be the types of content they click on, the channels they engage with, or their buying habits. In person-to-person relationships, we call these behaviors. In marketer-to-customer relationships, behaviors are showcased in the form of first-party data. This information can be used to personalize every interaction. For example, if a customer doesn't open an email, you can advertise to them or engage via mobile instead. If a customer responds best to what's new, you can optimize engagements around new releases. By putting your first-party data to work, you can make experiences less generic and more human. Step 3, measure your marketing. Relationships are all about growth, learning, understanding, and evolving. In marketing, learning comes through measurement. As individuals, we measure how people respond to things all the time, and we consider those responses in deciding how we behave day to day. This is the same process that occurs between brands and customers. Marketers need to constantly measure what works and what doesn't in order to grow their business and drive customer lifetime value. And this can be done through both individual and aggregate insights. Individual insights, where a single person tells you something, such as they dislike the color red, is the equivalent of receiving a review from a customer about a recent product they've purchased. It's specific to them. Aggregate insights, on the other hand, like when you get a bad haircut and everyone agrees, is the equivalent to a poor open rate on a batch and blast email. Both of these measurements are valuable to marketers as they teach you specifics about your audience, such as personal preferences, but also general information that can be applicable to all. To ensure customers are receiving the best possible experience, marketers must pay attention to both types of measurements. To do this at scale is where great analytics tools and AI can help. That's all we have for you today. To learn more, head over to Trailhead and check out this.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And let's return. Or it's maybe better to say continue with omnichannel marketing. And I'm glad that new answers appeared while you were watching the video. Maybe the video helped you. I don't know. I hope so. So let's read your answers and thank you very much for them. Marina writes, omnichannel marketing is more able for middle and big businesses. And then we've had a hot discussion. Olga writes, I cannot agree with that one. It's also important for big businesses to make themselves more popular and successful. Daria writes, adaptability. With the omnichannel marketing, businesses can quickly adapt to changing consumer behavior and marketing trends. Market trends, yeah. Helen writes, it can be more useful for big for big companies who have a lot of customers who prefer some different connection channels. For example, female 50-60-year-old like connections in Viber but can't use Telegram. Helen also adds, and omnichannel marketing is a good idea for remarketing. And Marina writes, Marina asks to write the name of the video. No problem, of course. I'm glad, Marina, that it was interesting for you, and I will be happy to share it with you. Its name is What is Omnichannel Marketing? A digital marketer's guide, yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you don't have more ideas, more comments, let's continue then. So, we are going to talk about grammar now. And yesterday, we discussed, I hope you remember, yeah, we discussed the present simple, right? So we discussed present continuous. So today, life is getting more complicated, and we already are going to discuss present simple passive. Тобто, теперішній простий час, але не просто теперішній простий час, а в пасивному стані. Чим відрізняється взагалі активний стан від пасивного? Деякі часи, більшість часів, які є в активному стані, вони мають і пасивні форми. Не всі, але більшість з них. І коли ми кажемо про активні часи, так, про активний стан, то акцент робиться на тому, що хтось щось робить, так, от ми чітко бачимо, хтось щось робить. Але коли ми працюємо з пасивними формами, то тут все-таки акцент вже робиться на самій дії, а не на виконавці. І ми якраз маємо цю інформацію в цих notes. Passive voice is normally used when we don't know or don't need to know the doer of the action. Also when the action is more important than the doer in instructions, official announcements, news, etc. Okay? Тобто виконавець дії не такий важливий, так? Або дія більш важлива. Для цього існує пасивний стан. Ну, давайте, щоб було трошки легше, ми спочатку трошки пригадаємо активний стан, буквально в двох словах, те, про що ми казали вчора. Ну, от, наприклад, там, що ми візьмемо? Там, I participate in this project, так? Я беру участь в цьому проєкті. Тобто, хто тут головний герой? Я що роблю? Беру участь. Щоб у нас був пасивний стан, у нас вже акцент буде робитися на самій дії, а не на виконавці, не на мені. От, наприклад, ми можемо сказати, давайте щось таке більше так з вашої бізнесової тематики візьмемо. The employee is entitled to ask for references. От тут у нас деякі цікаві такі є слова, так, от entitled, наприклад, давати право, там attain, добиватися, так, urge, спонукати. Тому, щоб показати, що, наприклад, роботодавцю дається право там питати про ці референси, так, ми можемо сказати, що роботодавець – це he або she, так, employer, його можна замінити відповідно словами he, she. Після he, she ми кажемо з вами is, потім беремо і до дієслова додаємо закінчення ed, якщо дієслово правильне. Якщо воно неправильне, то беремо третю форму. Окей? Тому так і виходить, the employer is entitled. Якщо потрібно зробити заперечення, ми вставляємо частичку not. The employer is not entitled. Yeah? Якщо потрібно зробити питання, is виносимо наперед. Is the employer entitled to ask for references? Окей? Тобто, тут в основі лежить наше дієслово to be. Якщо ми його знаємо, то далі проблем не буде. І пам'ятаємо, що з I використовується am, з he, she, it, is, з we, they, are. Так? І також важливо звернути увагу на дієслово. Якщо правильно додаємо закінчення ed, неправильно беремо третю колонку. Окей. Let's carry on. And here let's pay attention to different examples. And let's try to find passive simple in these examples. Marketing tools are used by businesses to improve their marketing strategies. Ми бачимо, marketing tools – це, можна замінити словом they, так? Свої they ми кажемо are, і use – це правильне дієслово, тому used написано. Email campaigns can be automated using email marketing tools. Ну, тут у нас вже якби не present simple passive, тут вже задіяне модальне дієслово, так? Може бути автоматизовані, тут таке модальне дієслово. Social media marketing tools are widely used to reach a target audience on social media platforms. Тут наш підмет – це оці social media marketing tools, це якби they, так? Тому ми знаємо, зі словами use ми кажемо are, і потім знову ж таки used. Next, marketing strategies are developed based on extensive research and analysis of consumer behavior and market trends. Підмет наші strategies, вони, значить are. І додаємо закінчення ed до дієслова develop. Так, виходить are developed. And the last, the success of a marketing campaign is often measured by metrics such as engagement rates, click-through rates, and conversion rates. Success – це it, так? Можна змінити словом it, схищить ставимо is, от наше is, і до дієслова додається закінчення ed. Measured, is measured. Okay, I hope that after this, it will be, well, easier for you to cope with the exercise, which is waiting for us. And we see some comments here. Alexander, it's funny that the doer in passive can still be added by using the preposition phrase by. Yeah, and Olga writes, but it's usually omitted, which is not fair for the doer. Yeah, I agree, Olga. But not everything is fair in this world, so what to do? And let's carry on. Here we have our first game. Dear guys, you need to create passive simple here. Passive simple present. So here we have active. Active present. The marketing team launches the campaign. Here our subject is marketing team, our predicate, our verb is launches. So in our chat, please make passive. Спробуйте, будь ласка, зробити пасивний стан з цього активного речення. Тобто команда запускає, так, запускає кампанію. Yeah, Olga, thank you. You're so fast, super cool. And thank you, Alexander. You're also very cool. Yeah, our guys right. The campaign is launched by the marketing team. Of course, Perfect, wonderful. Знаєте, щоб зекономити час, ви можете не писати, ну, наприклад, все, що, ну, повністю все речення. Можете тільки дієслово писати, так? Тобто, наприклад, is launched, і ми вже будемо розуміти, що тобто мені вже буде зрозуміло, що ви правильно орієнтуєтеся, що team – це там it, так, східші ставимо is, тому ви написали is launched, наприклад, бо я боюся так, що це у вас буде займати багато часу, якщо ви будете все речення писати. Але дякую за старання, я вражена, I'm impressed. Helen also gave a correct answer, thank you, Helen. Well, let's carry on. The advertising agency creates the ad. Let's make passive form. Is created by, Alexander writes, yeah. Okay. And Olga writes, the ad is advertised. And Marina writes, is created. Well, to tell the truth, we should write the ad is created, yeah? Тобто, ця реклама якби створюється, чим створюється? Цим агентством, так, рекламним агентством. Yeah, the ad is created by the advertising agency. Yeah, thank you, Helen. Okay. Let's carry on. Number 3, the market research firm conducts the market research. Тобто, фірма проводить якесь дослідження. Yeah, Olga, of course, is conducted. So, the market research is conducted, yeah, by the market research team. Yes, guys, well done. Alexander, Marina. Okay, next. The sales team organizes the promotion. Команда організує. We need. Yeah, Olga, is organized by, of course, the promotion is organized by the sales team. Yes. Next, the marketing department distributes the survey. We need to make passive. Yes, Olga, is distributed by, of course, the survey is distributed by the marketing department. Next, the marketing manager formulates the strategy. Make passive form, please. Is formulated by, sure. Yeah. So the strategy is formulated by the marketing manager. Yep. Okay. Next, the company sponsors. Let's make passive. Yeah, Alexander, you are the first. Sponsored by, yes, Olga. Sponsored by, yes, Marina. Marina wrote is, sorry, Marina, дивіться, друзі, events, це ж множина, так? All events are sponsored. All events are sponsored. Okay, next. If you have any questions, please feel free. I will be glad to help you understand this grammar and everything connected with English. Yeah, Marina, don't worry. So, guys, here you can look at the correct answers. So let's have a look and let's continue. Here we have one more game, but it's a little bit different. It's about the comparison of passive, simple, and active simple. Yes, so present simple passive and present simple active. Активний теперішній простий час і пасивний теперішній простий час. Тобто, коли у нас важливий виконавець, коли у нас важлива дія. Коли виконавець має значення, коли дія більше має значення. Let's try to understand this. So, the first sentence, the marketing report every month. You need to decide what we should do with this verb, if it's going to be active or passive. That's why please write the correct answer. Тобто, якщо це, наприклад, активний стан, так, ви пропишете дієслово в активному стані, якщо пасивний, пишете в пасивному. Yeah, Olga, yes, Alexander, I agree completely, is submitted. Of course, the marketing report is submitted every month. Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's carry on. The marketing team, new strategies. What will we do with the verb develop? Ольга, ваша відповідь непогана, але і все було б нормально, якби нам взагалі дозволено було використовувати тут present continuous, але тут у нас тільки present simple, або active, або passive, окей? Тому нам треба визначитися просто, чи це активний, чи це пасивний present simple, але continuous нам поки тут не дають. Так, Alexander, yeah, thank you. Develops, the door is important. Yes, Marina, develops. Тільки нам не треба туди додавати «es», добре, просто develop і додаємо одразу «s», develops. Ну, як у Олександра написано, тому що ми додаємо «es», ну, це таке невелике уточнення, можливо, комусь буде також це корисно і цікаво. Якщо наші дієслова закінчуються, наприклад, на CH, на X, на дві букви S, на SH, тобто такі слова, як wash, watch, fix, отам ми будемо додавати і S, типу washes, watches, fixes, так? А develop, воно таке звичайне слово, тому ну, ні на яку проблематичну таку програму воно не закінчується, тому немає необхідності додавати ES. Просто S. Окей, develops. Good. Let's carry on. The survey results to the marketing department. What will we do here? What about the survey results? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Alexander, Marina, and Olga wrote answers. Yes, Alexander and Olga, I agree with you. Звісно, результати самі не можуть щось посилати, вони кимось надсилаються, посилаються, тому the survey results are sent to the marketing department. Марина, ваша відповідь непогана, але знову ж таки проблема в тому, що я розумію, що багатьом з вас хочеться якби вдатися і до інших часів, мабуть, але все ж таки давайте згадаємо, що у нас present simple, добре, і ми діємо лише в його межах. Хіба що, ну, тобто ми діємо в межах present simple active і present simple passive, так? Тобто це або актив, або пасив, і все. Але це все одно має залишатися present simple, і, на жаль, ну, ні на що інше ми не можемо його проміняти. Тобто минулий час ми не чіпаємо поки що, окей? Трошки потерпіть, це буде в майбутньому, на наших майбутніх лекціях, тож, будь ласка, ходіть на них, не пропускайте. Так, тому are sent. Наш пасивний present simple, тобто present simple passive, він як утворюється? M is are, плюс або дієслово з закінченням «ed», або третя форма дієслова, так, якщо дієслово неправильне. Тому іншого не дано, на жаль. Окей, next. The company's logo by a professional designer. What is happening here? So what should we choose? What will we do with the word create? Yes, Alexander is created. Yes, Olga is created. Well done, of course. Logo – це it, так, з he, she ставимо, після he, she треба is, так, і до дієслова даємо закінчення ed. Create – це правильне дієслово. The company's logo is created. Of course. Тобто лого компанії створюється, так? Yes, Marina, well done. Thank you, friends. Next, the focus group. to gather feedback from customers. And we have different answers. Somebody writes is conducted, somebody writes conducts. Well, maybe more ideas. Marina writes conducts. Yes, conducts. Тобто фокус-група, сама проводить там, наприклад, якісь дослідження і все таке, щоб взяти фідбек. Тобто conducts to get the feedback, yeah? Окей, бо група – це ж якби люди, і вони щось проводять. Тому group conducts. Good. Let's carry on. The new product, do something with the word schedule, to be launched next month. Yes, Alexander, I agree with you. Of course, the new product is scheduled to be launched next month. Good. Next, the last, yeah, the marketing campaign on social media. Alexander thinks we should say runs. And Helen thinks runs, and Marta writes that this is present simple active. Yes. Well done, guys. You are right. Runs. The marketing campaign runs on social media. Okay, good. And here we see that we did everything correctly. Now, let's talk about those useful links. So pay attention, please, that you have some materials from TED Talks. You can also read about 12 best marketing tools for startups in 2023. Also, you can learn about 20 best marketing tools, about 6 tips for omnichannel marketing strategy success. So don't skip this information. And I remind you that Englishdom gives presents, so you can use this promo code stud.edwords, and you'll get the premium access to our application, thanks to which you can learn a lot of new interesting words which you can use in your everyday life. So these words are very popular, and in this application you can see all this stuff. Some sets of words which are separated by topics, interactive smart trainings. You will see your statistics. You can compete with your friends, and I'll remind you how this application looks like. So here we can look at the picture connected with this word. We clearly see this word. We can listen how this word is pronounced. We can see the transcription. We see some examples and translations. If you click these things, examples, translations, you will see this. So I hope you'll use it and you'll enjoy it. And I remind you that with this promo code, you can have 15% discount to study in our school, and we offer individual classes with our experienced teachers on the interactive IT platform. Also, our school has a lot of different courses. General courses, so I mean general English, like from elementary to advanced levels, and also some specialized courses. courses for accounting, so like accounting and finances, yeah. So courses for accountants, it's better to say. Also business English, for example, we can prepare to job interviews and a lot of other interesting courses. So come to our school and we'll teach you English. And if, for example, at first you choose one program, then maybe you decided to change something, it's not a problem at all. You can easily do it. Okay. And the first lesson is for free. So use this wonderful opportunity to start learning English or to improve your level. Alexander has a question. Alexander, frankly speaking, I don't know this because I'm a teacher, and this question is more for some leadership for managers. So I will ask them, okay, and will inform you. And also, Alexander, yeah, what you can do if you have different questions about studies, you can call our company, find some contacts on the internet, yeah, call them and ask, and they will be happy to answer all the questions which are interesting for you. Okay. Well, let's carry on. And this is the end of the first lecture. I mean, of our today's first lecture, but actually, of course, it's already our third lecture. I mean, in total, yeah, because yesterday we had 2 lectures. And please don't disappear, because after 1 minute, okay, maybe you need 1 minute rest, we'll start one more lecture today. We know, yeah, you know, and I know that every day we have 2 lectures. Yeah, maybe it's hard, but we must be strong. We are Ukrainians. Ukrainians are strong. Yeah, that's why 1 more lecture today. Якщо, дорогі учасники, якщо є якісь питання стосовно навчання в Englishdom, особливо там по цінах і все таке, дзвоніть, будь ласка, менеджерам, і вам будуть раді допомогти і проінформувати вас про знижки, про послуги, про пакети уроків, які зараз є, і про всі деталі і цікавинки. Окей? Не соромтеся. Okay, let's now carry on. And if you don't have more questions, then let's start our 4th lecture. Our 4th lecture is called Customer Experience and Consumer Behavior. Well, I think it's an interesting topic, because also this is about psychology, yeah. So we need to understand how customers think, how we can influence their behavior, their consumers' behavior, yeah. How we can persuade them to buy some products or services. Well, let's go on. What is the structure of our lesson? At first, we'll have some warming up, then we'll learn new words. In the section Get to Know, we'll talk more about customer experience and consumer behavior, about customer journey and touch points, about consumer psychology. As for grammar, it will be continuous, passive continuous, not usual continuous. Yesterday we discussed present continuous active. Today we are going to discuss present continuous passive, and we are going to play some games. So And we start with the quote of Bill Gates. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. What do you think about it, guys? Що ви про це думаєте? Do you agree or disagree? If you agree, please write pluses or you can write I agree or of course, you know, I'm always happy if you give full answers, if you give some additional information. When you confirm your thoughts with some examples. If you disagree, you can write minuses. Oh, Alexander writes, if the destiny gives you a lemon, you should make lemonade. Yes, you're a really positive person, Alexander. That's true. Of course, we know that there are people who are impossible to please, yeah, who are impossible to satisfy, and they are just such people. So you can do everything for them, or the product can be really cool, yeah, but still some people will not like it. Maybe they don't like anything. Maybe they don't like themselves. But this is a special category of people. And if we talk about some adequate people, yeah, so really often they give negative comments, and this really helps other people. It helps marketers to improve their products, their services, and become better and better, and become the best one day. Well, Olga writes, agree. Olga agrees because they can give you the most objective view. Yes. Daria agrees. Katerina writes, your mistakes show your sides, you have to improve. Of course, nobody is ideal. Everyone can make mistakes, but well, people who don't want to notice their mistakes and correct these mistakes, yes, and do something, they just lose their business, they become losers, they become not successful. But if we want to be successful, we must learn from mistakes, and we shouldn't ignore these mistakes, and should be even grateful to these unhappy customers. Yeah. Here we have some warming up, but we'll see. Maybe, you know, we'll change it a little bit because it's kind of complicated, and you know, it can be controversial. Anyway, let's have a look. Here we have the stages in consumer behavior and the stages in buying process. Let's read. At first, about behavior. What is it? Searching for product reviews online, comparing prices across different brands, visiting a physical store to see the product in person, asking for recommendations from friends or family, making a purchase online. Buying process stages. Awareness, consideration, decision, purchase, post-purchase evaluation. Maybe you have your ideas how these things can be connected. Можливо, у вас є ваші ідеї, як це можна поєднати, як їх можна помечити, так? How we can match this. If you don't have this idea, so we can adopt this task a little bit, and we can make it easier. For example, you can write, if you knew about buying process stages, if you knew about these steps in consumer behavior, maybe you can tell something interesting. Alexander writes 1, 2. Olga writes, awareness is number 4, consideration is number 1, decision 2, purchase 5. Awareness 4, consideration 1, decision 2, purchase 1, post-purchase evaluation 3. Well, why not? Who else? Maybe other opinions? I understand that this task can be kind of argumentative, yes, and opinions can be different. Alexander, 2-1. Yeah, I agree. But let's do the following. Let's continue our lecture, and after we work with this topic more, maybe you'll change your opinion, because we'll discuss a lot consumer behavior and buying process and so on, and really sometimes like it's hard just to say that, for example, this stage corresponds with this definition, yeah? So we'll see. Let's go on. That's why, like, maybe I'll make you change your mind in some points. Maybe you'll get new information, and you can return to this slide and think one more. Okay, new vocabulary. Customer experience, consumer behavior, and brand loyalty. Well, customer experience, while I'm reading, please write your variants of translations, okay? Customer experience, the overall impression a customer has of a brand based on their interactions with it, including the products and services offered. Yes, Ольга, споживацький досвід. Окей, так, досвід споживача, right? Okay. Consumer behavior, the actions and decisions made by consumers when purchasing products or services. Yes, Дар'я, of course, користувацький досвід. Це ще стосовно першого, так, customer experience. А що у нас consumer behavior? Так, поведінка споживача, Олександр, молодці. Yes, Дар'я, поведінка покупця. Okay, cool, well done. Let's carry on. Brand loyalty, the degree to which a consumer feels committed and devoted to a particular brand, often resulting in repeat purchases and positive word of mouth. Brand loyalty. Є, лояльність до бренду. Так, звісно. Brand loyalty, лояльність до бренду. Отже, customer experience, клієнтський досвід, consumer behavior, поведінка споживача, brand loyalty, лояльність до бренду. Yeah? Thank you, guys. Thank you for your answers. I see. Thank you, Marta. Thank you, Olga, Daria, Alexander. Yeah, you all are very active, and I'm very grateful that you are with me. I understand that, of course, it's already the second lecture, and you want to have a rest, and maybe you have some household chores and so on, but it's more interesting when we can communicate together, right? Not just when you watch some videos in record, yeah? That's why I'm happy to have you here. Well, let's read the examples. Providing exceptional customer experience is crucial for building long-term relationships and fostering loyalty. Analyzing consumer behavior can provide valuable insights into the motivations, preferences, and decision-making processes of customers. Offering exclusive rewards can be effective in cultivating brand loyalty among customers. Okay, next. Touch points, customer journey, and purchase decision. Write your translations, please. And I'll read the definitions. Touch points. Any interaction a customer has with a brand, including physical locations, customer service calls, email interactions. Touch points. How can we translate it? Next, customer journey. The entire process a customer goes through when interacting with a brand, from initial awareness and consideration to purchase. And purchase decision. The final decision made by a consumer to buy a product or service, often influenced by a variety of factors, including price, quality, etc. And we got answers. Thank you, guys. Марта, Олександр, Дар'я. Так, стосовно touch points. Yes, I agree with you. Точки дотику. Так, точки дотику. Все правильно. Well done. Так, точки дотику до користувача. Так, customer journey. Well, really, клієнтський шлях, так, шлях споживача. And purchase decision рішення, purchase покупка, так. Так, рішення про покупку. Well done, cool. You are great translators. Let's read the examples. Creating memorable touch points at every stage of the customer journey is essential for maximizing customer satisfaction. Understanding the customer journey allows businesses to identify pain points, optimize interactions, and provide a seamless experience. Factors such as product quality, price, and customer reviews play a significant role in influencing the purchase decision of consumers. Okay, let's go on. Customer satisfaction, customer retention, and marketing mix. Please write your ideas. Customer satisfaction, the degree to which a customer's expectations are met or exceeded by a brand's products, services, and customer service. Customer retention, the ability of a brand to keep customers coming back and making repeat purchases over time. Marketing mix, the combination of factors that a brand uses to promote its products or services, including the product itself, price, promotion, and place. Yeah, let's look at your translations. Olga writes customer satisfaction, and Alexander writes, yeah, I agree with you. Customer satisfaction, тобто це у нас задоволеність споживача. Так. Customer retention. Так. Утримання клієнтів. Утримання споживачів. Yes, Ольга. And of course, as for marketing mix, yeah, we translate it exactly in the same way. You are right, Ольга, of course, маркетинговий мікс. Тут нічого вже не вигадаєш. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you, Marta, Ольга, Alexander. Okay. Retention – це також і робота з постійними клієнтами, так, утримання клієнтів, так, нам треба, щоб вони дійсно були постійними і щоб не просто один раз щось купили, а регулярно до нас приходили, так? Okay, guys, let's continuous efforts to improve customer satisfaction are vital for building strong brand loyalty. Implementing effective customer retention strategies can significantly increase customer lifetime value and contribute to long-term business success. The marketing mix allows businesses to meet customer needs and achieve organizational objectives. Let's go on. And here we see the key points touching upon customer experience and consumer behavior. Let's read them. Understand your target audience. Customer experience drives loyalty. Emotions play a significant role. Data is essential. Customer feedback is critical. Social proof is powerful. Well, please write what you think about it. About this information, I mean, about these points. Maybe you disagree with some of them. Maybe you can add something else. Maybe, and something is also important, and it would be good to add it here. Maybe you have some ideas. Olga has some ideas. Thank you, Olga. You are very creative. Olga says, I'd say that segmentation of TA, your target audience, is also super important, so the content will be tailored. Yeah. Really, a lot of people make this mistake that they don't pay much attention to their target audience, so they just like present their products like for everybody, but it would be more effective if really they clearly understood what their target audience is, and this way they could have more profit and their business could be more successful. Okay, before we continue, and maybe you need more time to think about these points, let's watch one video which I prepared for our today's lesson. Maybe you'll have more ideas after this, or maybe you'll tell me your opinion about the video. It's really interesting, and I'd like to get your comments about it. Okay, well, here it is. Let's watch it together.
My best customer service experience happens every week, every Saturday or in Ginmo. And when I get to the vegetable store, I choose the vegetables I want, and I never have to queue, despite the fact that there's a long queue. I just choose what I want. I put them all into a couple of baskets. I leave them at the counter, and I go off and have my breakfast in the hotel. Vegetables are packed in plastic bags. Find it. So they go to another store and get it from the store and then bring it back for me. Isn't that wonderful? It's personal service. They're kind, they're friendly. We banter a lot. We joke about each other. And we've become good friends.
One of the best customer experience I've had was at a local hotel. I was on the way to dinner to meet some friends, and it was raining quite heavily, so I was a little bit drenched. Upon reaching the hotel, I was feeling a little bit cold, and while looking at the menu, I was doing this action, and I think it caught the eye of one of the waitresses. She brought over a shawl and a glass of warm water, and asked, would you like a shawl, and this is some warm water for you. I think you might be feeling cold. So I think this gesture of hers made me feel special, and that she was really attentive to my needs and being sensitive. So that was very thoughtful of her.
I clearly remember a few years ago, the family and I went for holidays in Tokyo, and it was pretty foolish of me to leave a bottle of Japanese wine into my hand carriage. So what happened is that at the immigration, clearly I was stopped, and I was telling myself it's gone, because any immigration in the world will not allow you to bring the bottle on board, and most of the time they just throw it away for you. But it was really to my surprise, the immigration officer actually asked my family to stay behind and asked me to follow him. our immigration back to the check-in counter, and with a lot of effort, they managed to retrieve my check-in luggage. And he helped me to pack the wine, put in the luggage, check it through. At that time, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is very dumbfounded for me. The guy really don't have to do that. And what really surprises me is that throughout this process, the guy had just such a nice demeanor and smile on his face and a sincerity that really touched my heart. At that point, I just tell myself that he clearly has my interest at heart and try to make sure that this whole process is as good as it can. And at the end of the day, he actually apologized to me for all the inconvenience. So I was thinking, wow, that is really true customer service for me. So I was very, very impressed by the incidents.
Well, guys, I think you had enough time, to produce some ideas. And I see that we have these ideas. Let's read them. Olga added to her previous comment. I'd like to add that it's also important to choose the right social media platform that your TA uses. Yes, sure, of course, that's a good point, because it's true that maybe your clients mainly use one platform, like you, for example, give your information on another platform, then of course you will not have a lot of people there, but you will think that the problem is in you, maybe that you don't do something, and so on. So really, it can create a lot of problems if you choose not the proper place. Alexander writes, it was important for him to find and cover his target audience without spending much money on ads for people who never require cleaning services. Okay, so guys, and what do you think about the video and their customer experience of those people? Any comments? Maybe you guys had something similar in your lives and want to share with us. Maybe there was something that really touched your heart, and you remember about something with gratitude, how you were impressed by somebody's attitude to you when you were a customer and you got the coolest service in your life. Think about it, please. Well, while you are thinking, I hope very much that you will write something. Let's continue, okay? We are going to talk a little bit more about customer journey and touch points. So, customer journey. Customer journey refers to the entire process a customer goes through when interacting with a brand, from initial awareness to post-purchase evaluation. Touch points are any interaction a customer has with a brand during the customer journey. Mapping out the customer journey and identifying touch points can help brands understand their customer experience and identify areas for improvement. Now you know more about it, and we got answers. Oh, thank you, thank you. Olga writes, usually I don't have the best experience with brands. Oh, it's sad. They are just making cold calls, which is annoying. Yeah. So we'll see, Olga, maybe in future they will change their strategy and their behavior and will be more user-friendly, let's say like this. So we'll orient on customers more, yeah. Alexander writes, some companies pay for positive customer feedbacks, thus making fraud and making existing negative feedbacks less distinguished. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately. Yeah, some companies have their own like team, their own specialists, which clean some negative feedbacks. Okay. Let's go on, and please feel free. If you have some ideas, write in your comments about our previous topic, connected with that video, with maybe your personal experience. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Alexander, that you shared your opinion. And we are going to talk about consumer psychology now. Actually, I'm interested in psychology a lot, and this sphere is developing nowadays. There are a lot of psychologists and a lot of people who want to get their consultations, and a lot of people who just are keen on psychology and watch something about it, read something. Actually, I'm such a person, for example. So, and you see, also a lot of successful people know basics of psychology, because psychology helps them to run their businesses properly. Well, let's pay attention to these points. Perception, meaningful information, motivation, emotion, attitude, decision making, and social influence. It's about consumer psychology. Well, if you want to write something about consumer psychology, please write. Or maybe if you think that it's not so important, also write. So you know that I appreciate any opinion. And you know, before we continue, I'd like to show you one more video. It's connected with brands, and also our participants mentioned the situation with brands. So, you know, a lot of brands really are so popular nowadays. Who doesn't know Apple? Who doesn't know Nike, for example, and so on and so forth. And also, why are some brands more popular than others? Well, why people choose this thing and not that thing, and so on? And you know that recently these movies appeared. For example, a movie about Gucci, yes, a movie about Nike, and so on, like these documentaries. And it's really interesting to watch such films and understand how everything was going. So that's why. Let's now watch one video about brands. So how Apple and Nike have branded your brain. It's about marketing and psychology and brands. Let's watch it, and I hope it will be useful.
Coke is just soda, Tylenol just acetaminophen, and Levi's are just jeans. Yet consumers go out of their way to select these specific brands over others.
An economist would say, how is this possible that a rational consumer would be willing to pay more for exactly the same thing? We love to think about ourselves as rational. That's not how it works. A very famous study done by colleagues at Duke University had flashed either the Apple logo or the IBM logo to two randomized groups of participants.
The study found that after being subliminally exposed to the Apple logo, compared to when you've been exposed to the IBM logo, participants performed better on creative tasks.
And the argument is that Apple has been telling you this story over and over again, that Apple is the brand for hip, cool, fun, creative people.
This is the true power of brands. They can influence our behavior in ways that extend way beyond the point of sale. So, to what degree can the influence of brands wreak havoc on our ability to make rational spending decisions? This is Your Brain on Money. This is Americus Reed. He studies identity and marketing at the University of Pennsylvania.
When I make choices about different brands, I'm choosing to create an identity. When I put that shirt on, when I put those shoes on, those jeans, that hat, someone is going to form an impression about what I'm about. So if I'm choosing Nike over Under Armour, I'm choosing a kind of different way to express affiliation with sport. The Nike thing is about performance. The Under Armour thing is about the underdog. I have to choose which of these different conceptual pathways is most consistent with where I am in my life.
And once a consumer makes that choice, their relationship with a brand can deepen to the point where they identify with the brand like family. And once you identify with a brand, it can shape the way you behave.
And it's really interesting because they will also, if someone talks bad about that product, brand, or service, they will be the first to go out and defend. Why? Because an attack on the brand is an attack on themselves.
Michael Platt is a professor of neuroscience, marketing, and psychology whose research demonstrates how our perception of brands influences our decisions.
There's an idea in marketing, which is that we relate to brands in the same way we relate to people. It's like, I love this brand, or I hate this brand. Of course, what people say, right, can often be different from what's really going on in their heads. So we thought, well, why don't we just ask the brain directly?
Michael and his team observed the brains of iPhone users and Samsung Galaxy users with an MRI, bad, and neutral news about Apple and Samsung.
Apple customers showed a brain empathy response toward Apple that was exactly what you'd see in the way you would respond to somebody in your own family.
Strangely, Samsung users didn't have any positive or negative responses when good or bad news was released about their brand. The only evidence that Samsung users showed was reverse empathy for Apple news, meaning if the Apple headline was negative, their brain reflected a positive response.
You know, it really shows us that Apple has completely defined the market here. Samsung customers, it seems from their brain data, are only buying Samsung because they hate Apple.
The kicker? The Samsung users didn't report feeling the results their MRIs showed. What was happening in their brains and what they reported feeling towards Apple and Samsung were totally different.
Most people just don't realize that they are subconsciously choosing brands because those brands have some kind of self-expressive value.
You can see there's a lot of power here in terms of shaping consumers' decisions. As we learn more and more about that, we have to think much more deeply about the ethical, legal, and societal implications of doing that.
So as consumers, what can we do to make informed choices? Well, the best thing we can do is be aware of the influence that brands hold.
I think it's important to always pause and think a little bit about, okay, why am I buying this product?
And like it or not, brands aren't going anywhere.
I've heard lots of people push back and say that I'm not into brands. I take a very different view. They're not doing anything any different than what someone who affiliates with a brand is doing. They have a brand. It's just an anti-brand brand. When I think about what is it that I've learned about identity over time, I think a lot of it has to do with the fundamental need that we as humans have to have support systems. Perhaps it was the church, it was the community, it was these other institutions that existed. Now brands have stepped in as pillars of our identity. So I'm very much motivated to see that in that positive light.
Well, guys, what do you think about it? And maybe let's conduct a little research in our chat, and you, for example, will tell us what you prefer, Apple or Samsung, if you're a brand person or not a brand person, if you wear any brands. And do you choose brands because it's cool, it's considered to be cool, yeah, it's fashionable, or because really you appreciate the quality? Olga, am I the only one who uses Samsung because I like it? Oh, Olga, don't worry. I also like Samsungs. I don't know. I have always loved them, and and you are not the only person here. Just for example, as for me, I don't like when people buy some brands like Apple, so something very fashionable, just because they want to show off, and not because they appreciate the quality. You know, it's like with the gym. For example, some people go there not to have healthy lifestyle, not to have a good body, but just because they want to show off and want to say, I go to the gym. Oh no, I can't go with you to the cinema, for example. I have to go to the gym. Yes, like this. So but it's just my personal opinion, and of course I didn't want to offend anybody. Yeah, of course there are people who use Apple because really they think that this is the best, and it's their right, of course, it's their choice. And there are people who go to the gym because really they worry about their health. Yeah, so people are different, and it's okay. If all people were the same, it would be even boring. Alexander writes, interaction with brands can be similar to a Stockholm syndrome. Sometimes we are captured by them and waste money, and we try to defend them aggressively to hide our own addiction. Oh, Alexander, you're so knowledgeable. Marta says that she uses Samsung too. Olga writes, I guess that some points were absurd because we are choosing something that fits our needs. For instance, I prefer Skechers over Nike because the first ones are much more comfortable. Okay. So I'm glad that this video made you think and that it caused this interesting discussion in our chat. And all this was connected with consumer psychology. Yeah, let's go on, guys. And here we are going to talk about continuous, not active continuous, but passive continuous. Okay, so present continuous, passive. Yesterday we talked about present continuous, active. And let's revise some information about present continuous active. That present continuous active, how we build it. M is R, and then we add ing to the verb. For example, I'm verifying my account. It was present continuous active. If negative, then I'm not verifying my account. If it's a question, are you verifying your account? Yeah. But when we talk about passive, of course, the structure is different and more complicated. So at the beginning, of course, we will have our person, тобто якась особа буде, so some subject, буде якийсь підмет. Then we will have M is R, yeah? And then we will have the word being. Pay attention, please. This is being, which is spelled B-E-I-N-G. And only then we will have the verb in the third form, or the verb with ending ed. Okay, so let's get the same sentence about verifying account. If we make passive, so how it will sound. It will sound like this. The account is being verified. Окей? Тобто account – це it, східчіт ставимо is, потім додаємо це наше словечко being. Verified – це у нас правильне дієслово, тому просто додаємо закінчення «ed». Ну, звісно, y зміниться на I, так? Коротше, головне, що ми не беремо третю форму, тому що це правильне дієслово. І все, verified. The account is being verified. If we build a negative sentence, the account is not being verified. And question, is the account being verified? Okay. And as for markers, these time phrases, signals, yes, signal words. These words can have different names. You see, passive continuous is used with the same time markers as continuous tenses. Yes, so it doesn't matter if it is active continuous, passive continuous, markers will be the same. And yesterday we talked about them, yeah? Now, right now, at the moment, these days, currently, okay? Well, and let's continue. And let's pay attention to these examples. Of course, they are connected with our topics about customer experience, feedback, marketing campaigns, and so on. So, but pay attention, please, now more to grammar, yeah? Not to the meanings. So, customer experiences are being continuously evaluated and improved by companies to ensure customer satisfaction. Давайте розбирати, що ми бачимо. Experiences – це якби they, так, вони. З we, they ми кажемо are, потім додаємо being. Оце being, воно в present continuous passive буде завжди присутнє. Тобто тут не важливо, яка у нас особа, ну, який підмет там he, she, it, там we, they. Тобто being буде завжди. Така константа, коли ми говоримо про present continuous passive. So, і потім ми бачимо, що до нашого дієслова ми додаємо закінчення «ed», тому що це дієслово правильне. So custom experiences are being continuously evaluated and improved by companies to ensure customer satisfaction. І у нас тут є ще одне слово, так, ну, тобто однорідне речення improved. Experiences are being evaluated and improved. Let's carry on. Customer feedback is being actively collected and analyzed by companies to gain insights into customer needs and preferences. Customer feedback. Feedback – це it, так? Його можна замінити словом it. Тому ми ставимо is, потім ставимо нашу константу, яку я називаю being, і до головного дієслова додаємо закінчення ed. І отут у нас ще одне є analyzed. Yeah? Collected, analyzed. Okay, the impact of touch points throughout the customer journey is being regularly monitored and assessed by companies to optimize the customer experience. So we see here is our subject, impact, yeah, вплив, тобто його можна замінити словом it, східчіт ставимо is, тому тут у нас is, і отут у нас вже слово наше постійне been, і аж тут наші головні дієслова, так? Monitored and assessed. А тут бачимо, додається ким чим, by companies. Ми ще в нашій третій лекції, коли говорили взагалі про пасив, так, затрагували цю тему, що іноді кажуть, ким дія виконується, іноді не кажуть, тому що зазвичай виконавець – це не так важливо. Важливо, що взагалі відбувається, яка дія. Next, personalized marketing campaigns are continuously being developed based on customer data and behavior. Підмет тут у нас personalized marketing campaigns. Це вони, тому ставимо are. Continuously – це наше слово маркер, до речі, так? Потім наше словечко been, і потім головне дієслово developed. Next. Customer retention is being focused on by the company to ensure long-term satisfaction and loyalty. Retention – це у нас it. Потім, тому схищить ми ставимо is, так, а потім ставимо been, і потім до нашого дієслова додаємо закінчення ed. А потім вже указується чим? Компанією, так, by the company. Окей. And, guys, we have the game. Перед тим, як перейти до цієї гри, давайте звернемо увагу на ще один коментар від Вероніки. Thank you, Veronica. Marketers have a different perspective on things and brands. I understand how it works, and therefore I perceive everything differently than most people. Yes, you see, this is like an advantage when you understand what's happening, when you are not like a blind kitten, yes, and you know the system from inside. That's really cool, Veronica. Well, and thank you everybody for your comments about that psychology and marketing, about that video. So now grammar, yeah, and thank you that you are still here with me. I understand that you are tired, but soon we will finish and you'll have a rest, okay? So let's work. Now let's work. You need to fill in the gaps with the correct form of passive continuous. Present continuous passive. So the customer journey, pay attention, please, that map here will be a verb, okay? It's not a noun, тобто це не іменник, це дієслово, добре? To identify areas for improvement in the customer experience. Тож, як ми робили з попередніми вправами в нашій попередній лекції, нема необхідності повністю писати все речення, бо так часу це у вас багато забере і втомитися. Тому просто пишіть, будь ласка, от форму, яку ми маємо поставити дієслово. Yes, Alexander, is being mapped. Any other opinions, any other ideas? Let's compare. Well, other opinions don't appear yet. Actually, Alexander, I should tell you, you are right. Well done. Of course, is being mapped. Yeah. Good. Number 2, customer feedback and to improve the customer experience. What should we do with these verbs? Collect and analyze. Yes, thank you, Alexander. Is being collected and analyzed. Yeah, is being collected and analyzed. Yes, Olga, thank you. The same answer, it is right. Yes, thank you, guys. Let's continue. Social proof through customer testimonials and reviews to build trust and credibility. Yes, Alexander, is being leveraged. Number 4, marketing campaigns based on customer data and behavior to create personalized experiences. Yes, Olga. And we have what to think about, because some answers are different. Olga writes are being developed. Helen writes Helen, ви про leverage, sorry. Про developed. Тепер Olga writes are being developed, Alexander writes are being developed. Yeah, of course, are being developed. Sorry, ніякої дискусії, на жаль, не буде. Але, значить, всі все розуміють і добре орієнтуються. Молодці. Well, next. Ага, ні, все-таки є про що сперечатися. Я поторопилася з висновками. Хтось писав тут із спочатку. Воно вже зникло. Ну, добре. Тоді продовжимо. Consumers influence, щось треба з ним зробити, by the opinions and actions of others, such as friends, family, or social media influences. So, and all guys, right, are being influenced. Yes, of course, Consumers – це they, вони, так, з they ми кажемо а, до дієслова нашого правильного додаємо закінчення ed. Influenced, yeah. Are being influenced, окей. Well done, thank you, Helen. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. And here we see correct answers. Давайте, мабуть, все-таки так зробимо, щоб не було ніяких, хто нас буде дивитися пізніше, бо я ж розумію, що багато людей вже хочуть відпочивати і будуть дивитися це в записі, щоб нікого не було якихось недорозумінь. Швиденько це я зараз зачитаю вже з правильними відповідями, окей? The customer journey is being mapped to identify areas for improvement in the customer experience. Customer feedback is being collected and analyzed to improve the customer experience. Social proof is being leveraged through customer testimonials and reviews to build trust and credibility. Marketing campaigns are being developed based on customer data and behavior to create personalized experiences. Consumers are being influenced by the opinions and actions of others, such as friends, family, or social media influencers. And we go on, and one more game. And that's all. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct word related to customer experience and consumer behavior. It's already not about grammar. It's more about words. Yeah. So a customer journey map helps businesses visualize the customer's journey from initial to post-purchase support. So, guys, let's think what words we should choose. And pay attention, please, that here at the bottom of the page, we have different words: relationships, awareness, retain, perception, behavior. So we need to think what we will use here. Alexander writes that this is perception. What do other people think? Хто ще що думає? Maybe someone disagrees. By the way, it is connected with that first task, which we did. And remember, I told you that maybe after our lesson, you'll change your mind about some points. Yes, Olga, awareness. I agree. Of course, awareness. From initial awareness to post-purchase support. Тому що спочатку ж ми якби усвідомлюємо це, так? Awareness, як усвідомлення чогось. Aware, усвідомлювати. І потім вже щось купуємо, аналізуємо те, що купили, але усвідомлюємо. Yeah. From initial awareness. Well done, Olga. Okay, don't get upset, Alexander. It's really hard. So, number 2, a customer's experience at each touch point can impact of the overall brand and influence future behavior. What will we choose here? What will we use? Yes, Alexander, number 2 is perception. You are right. Well done. Okay. A customer's experience at each touch point can impact their perception of the overall brand and influence future behavior. Next. Yeah, and Olga thinks this is perception. Well done, Olga. By analyzing data from various touch points, businesses can gain insights into customer and preferences. And Alexander wrote the answers already to all questions. Well, to all sentences. So Alexander thinks that number 3 is behavior. Olga also thinks like that. I agree, Olga and Alexander, I agree with you. You are right. Number 3 is behavior. By analyzing data from various touch points, businesses can gain insights into customer behavior and preferences. Let's carry on. Number 4. Creating a seamless experience across all touch points is essential for businesses to customers and build brand loyalty. Alexander thinks this is retain. Any other ideas, or do you agree with Alexander? Olga also thinks this is retain. Yes, I agree with Olga and Alexander. Yes, this is retain. So creating a seamless experience across all touch points is essential for businesses to retain customers and build brand loyalty. Yeah? Утримувати якби клієнтів, так, і будувати лояльність до бренду. Well done. And the last, personalizing the experience at each touch point can help businesses build stronger with customers and increase retention. Yeah, Alexander wrote already a long time ago, this is relationships. Yes, and Olga says, yes, this is relationships. Yes, 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 very well, guys. Thank you very much that you are so active. And you see, we were right. We can be proud of ourselves. Pay attention, please, to these useful links, TED Talks, Forbes, some articles, yeah, putting behavioral psychology to work to improve the customer experience, the top 4 customer experience trends in 2023, yeah, and I'll remind you that you have this great promo code, STUD.EDWords. With this promo code, you can get the access to our application, okay, where you can learn words and enjoy this process. I hope you will. And come to our school. Again, you will have some discount. You need to call some managers and ask the details. Yes, and we offer individual lessons on the modern interactive IT platform. Our lessons are conducted via the video call with the teacher. We have a lot of different programs, courses, courses to learn general English, courses which can help you to cope with a job interview, to improve your knowledge in finances, in IT, and so on. So we have different specialized courses. So come to us, please. And the first lesson is for free. So remember about it, please, and you are welcome. And that's all for today. I should tell you, thank you very, very much. Yes, I'm glad that I wasn't alone here today. Of course, I understand that we all are adult people and all have some family issues and things to do and so on. Maybe some of you now will finish your working tasks, but you found time to be here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, the most active participants. Thank you, Olga, Alexander, Daria. Thank you, Marta, Helen. Thank you, Veronica. I hope I didn't forget about anybody. Thank you, Katerina, Marina. Thank you all. Yeah, and you were with me till the end of our first lecture. Thank you for your nice words. I will share some compliments with you. Olga writes, you are doing such an awesome job. Thanks a lot and see you tomorrow. Thank you, Olga. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow too. Daria writes, thank you very much for today's lectures. Thank you, Daria. And thank you guys that you were here, that you tried, that you worked, you wrote, you answered. You didn't disappear anywhere. Thank you, Helen. Helen also says thank you and wishes me to have a nice and quiet evening. Thank you, Helen. Have a nice evening too. for Ukrainians, now it's even more important to have quiet nights, yes, rather than nice evenings, because evenings can be nice, but nights can be horrible because of these explosions and so on, yeah. Well, but of course we should enjoy the current moment, and while everything is good, we should be happy. Yeah, thank you, Helen. Well, guys, thank you all for your kind words, and I will be glad to communicate with you tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, we'll have 2 lectures, so see you. Thank you, Sonia. Goodbye. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Дуже дякуємо і до зустрічі завтра.
До зустрічі.